Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, welcome back to the Jen and Elke Show, where we love talking about print on demand, marketing, and strategy. But today we are talking about design because without design that is worth marketing, there's no need to do marketing and strategy. But this is the third part of our three-part series where we are introducing our design intensive that we're holding on March 4th, 2nd to the 4th, 2026. And we want you to join. It's free. And what we are doing is every day there will be a theme of some type of invitation that is currently going to be selling and that you can use to sell. And the first is baby shower, then we're bringing to bridal shower, and then on the on March 4th, we're doing graduation party / announcements. And so today that's what we want to talk about is the party invitation. It's really interesting because you have to learn how to use the different stationery products to help with the graduation niche. And the one that we want to focus on for you, because there's a lot, is the graduation announcement / party invitation, which is the most lucrative. And so let's get into it. And I want you to have an idea as to what it is that needs to be done. If you are familiar with it, then also bring one of these links that you've made to this design challenge next week to get a review if it's not selling. But if you're brand new, this is where you start. Jen's going to tell you all about it as to where to start thinking and looking and researching. Make sure you don't copy. You have to come up with your own original designs, but the theme is for you to be able to use the same theme. Just need to make your own version of it, okay? All right, so let's get into this.
Okay. Ooh, what did I just do here? Hold on one
Oh,
second.
and I forgot to lure you in with the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jen has been doing, we've showcased Jen's store with just a whole bunch of invitations of the three, each one has a particular invitation that we're just showcasing. There are more of those around. We don't want to show all of them, but in the graduation one, we're going to show you one that has had, 3,000 views and
So over
1,800
3,000 views. Yeah, over 3,000 views, and then over 1,000 copies, 1,500 copies have sold.
So this is a very lucrative market, and especially if you're doing print on demand, we'll review anything from minted that you might have already been accepted in the challenge, so that you already know your design's good. But if you're on Etsy or you're selling these on Shopify or you're on Zazzle, you want some feedback in case you could do better, right? And we're very good at giving feedback to get you to create sellable designs. We can't make any income claims, but we can certainly point you in the right direction, because all three of these areas are incredibly difficult to get into because there's a lot of competition. Okay. And so that's what we want to do here. We want to have some fun. And we also just want to give you the idea that, hey, if you do it right, even if there is a lot of competition, you can get into this market just even sneaking in with one or two invitations to start with. Okay.
All right, let's dive in. And graduation is a huge niche on Zazzle. And the reason why we're doing this design challenge, not only because of the baby shower and also the bridal shower invitations that we mentioned previous in our other videos, that if you have not watched those yet, go back and rewind and watch them on our channel. But the reason why we're talking about these three things right now are because at the time of this recording and the time of our design intensive, they are extremely important for you to start posting for sale, because those are coming up in the next couple of months in terms of the seasonal schedule on Zazzle, and also just in general in the marketplace. And so baby shower invitations sell in the springtime, graduation also sells in the springtime, and so do bridal shower as well. And so graduation happens depending on who you're really targeting. Let's say for high school versus university, there are different times of the year when that happens, especially also if somebody's buying from the United States versus Canada or other places around the world. But just know that within March, April, May, June time, that's where graduation really happens and starts to sell. This is the graduation hub on Zazzle. So obviously there's more products than just invitations on the marketplace relating to decor and hat toppers and gifts, but we're specifically talking about invitations here, because those are the big sellers, because we are doing the invitation intensive. And so once you go, and it's literally zazzle.com/graduation. So you can go to that, and you can also Google it. It's easier than just putting it into the Zazzle graduation invitations, because then you don't get this normal sort where they have this main hub where they've actually marketed a whole bunch of things, and you can see that they have it broken down into high school, college, nursing and medical, and then preschool and kindergarten even. Okay, so it's not just about the higher level education. We specifically can do, well, I've mostly targeted the higher level education, but obviously there's a market for preschool and kindergarten as well. So you can come to the design intensive with whatever invitation you would like to target, whether that be, the early 20s, teenage years, or preschool years as well. And once you scroll down into the sort, there are a lot of, similarities, let's call them, and things that are necessary for graduation invitations. If you watched our previous videos for the baby shower and the bridal shower invitations, we were speaking about themes where it was very fun and cutesy, and all you had to do is kind of pick a certain theme and run with it, right? For a baby shower, it was a little butterflies on its way, or a little pumpkin, or here comes the sun. Bridal shower, a lot of things were related to drinking and different types of drinks, but there was also florals involved as well, and then also other themes associated for bridal shower. Here, there are certain elements that are necessary. Okay, so obviously you need to have the date and the name, and also possibly the word graduate. Okay, so there's certain requisites for having a graduation announcement or a graduation party. Depends on the two different things, right? They're different. The announcement needs to have the date of when they graduated, possibly the school, and most likely the school or college, then the word graduate, and then the and or a photo of them. You can see some of them are non-photos, but most of them have a photo of the person. Okay, and a lot of them are minimalistic. Some people are going with the trends that are happening throughout the year, for example, the bow and also wildflower theme, but a lot of them are very simplistic and can relate to anybody. So just a photo and a script and also the information. If it's relating to a party, then obviously we want to have the information on when the things are happening. So for example, here it says, come join us for a backyard barbecue for a graduation party. This is also a graduation party, and it has the word graduate on the front, but then on the back, it has the details about the venue and when it's happening. Okay. And then an announcement is more or less where it's just the photo and then also the class of and their name and which school they're graduating from. So do your research and see what elements and what things are necessary, whether or not you have the announcement or the graduation party that you want to have reviewed on March 4th when we come to our design intensive. You can bring either or. There are postcards in here because that's something of a popular thing as well, but we're specifically relating it to invitations. So bring an invitation to the design session. But there's so many themes here too as well. It could be simplistic and minimalistic, or you can have retro. There's a lot of colorful ones as well, depending obviously on the age range. We've got crayons and things for kindergarten, but then when it comes to sort of the college theme, there's even things that are related to football. So just do your due diligence and research and see, but there are a lot of really great themes that you can go with, and color schemes as well, even school colors. When it comes to school colors, do not put the word of the school or the college in the actual invitation or the title. Okay, so for example, if you're using a red like Harvard, don't use the Harvard name in the actual invitation. When you're creating the text for the school that they are graduating from, just make something up. Okay, don't use Harvard University, don't use Yale, because those are copyright, and then obviously they're going to be kind of flagged because you're using a name that doesn't belong to you. But just make them up. Okay. And then also when it comes to venues and places, don't say the Hilton Hotel, for example. Write it up and say something different, like Paradise Hotel, or hotel off the road or something like that. Make sure that it doesn't have anything to do with copyright. Have fun, but those three elements, the year that they were graduated in, most likely a photo, then the word graduate, and then the school that they've graduated from, and have those components. And those are what is included in the graduation announcements, especially, and then potentially also in the party.
Especially also their name.
Yes. And sorry, I haven't now showcased my invitation. Hold on one second. I forgot about that. I've been talking about. Here we go. So this is my example here, and I made it actually in 2022. And this is a design that I want to just say I have made versions of it for future years. I've changed the number here, and some of my other invitations I use 20XX so that they can change the name or change the year. Sorry, but this one was the one that has been the most popular from years back. It still sells to this day because I can actually use this as a template, and I can change this to 2026 if I wanted to right away, and it makes sense for the design. And so I also personally like to recommend making designs that can be transferable and evergreen for years to come. If you were to see this design and this product right now, it would still be relevant to this day, even though I made it. And even though I made it in 2020, because I usually like to add 2 years on to my template. So because it said 2022, it was actually probably made in 2020. And so I like to make all these designs for applicable years in the future. So we've got a photo, we've got the year, then we've got the word graduate, her name, we've got the class of in addition to, and I've also got this little calendar date, and then I've got the photo on the back, and that says announcing the graduation of the name, her last name, her high school, and then also what she's going to be attending in the future. So this is an announcement. Party invitation would be different. It would have the venue and also the time and date of everything that's happening. And then you can use the same concept, okay? Please don't copy. This is my design. This is from my own store. Make your own version. You can have different versions. If you go back to the Zazzle sort here, there's so many different variations of graduation invitations that you can create. Have fun and just keep to those components and those elements that are necessary within the graduation and announcement and or the party invitation, but just go for it and have fun, right?
Yeah, and don't copy all the people that are on the front page. Just because they're on the front page, you think they're popular, have to do something very similar. Please make up your own. And that is the main thing, right? That's how you're going to succeed with any of these designs. So if you've been accustomed to seeing a lot of these ads where they go like, oh, you just have to take this design because it's selling really well and stick it into, some sort of chat GPT or AI program and make something of your own. Please don't do that, especially with invitations. You have better skill sets than AI. So, and that's what's going to make it a sellable product to get those kinds of numbers in order for you to sell not just one, but multiple versions of designs for each of these 3 themes. Okay, so take us home. Everyone, come to the design challenge on March 2nd and 4th, and let's get you all those details and sign up now so you reserve your spot.
Yes, make sure that you click that link. Can't wait to have you. So in just a recap, we are doing the 3 days together. The first day will be a baby shower invitation review. The second day will be a bridal shower review and then invitation review. And then the third day is going to be a graduation announcement or party invitation review. And we can't wait to have you there. It's going to be an amazing session. Those 3 days together, you're going to learn a lot, improve your design skill sets, and also learn from all the other critiques from all the other designers who come to this challenge and the intensive. Can't wait to see you there, and we will see you on March 2nd. Bye.